This evening, we're hearing new reaction to the demolition of the old Northwest Mall.
Yeah, once floated as a possible site for a Houston to Dallas bullet train terminal. Remember that? But some say any talk of the high-speed rail moving forward is more hype than reality. Jason Miles with the story.
After nearly 60 years of existence and long after the last businesses left, the old Northwest Mall's days are finally numbered.
And I know it's old and decayed and all of that, but it was the place to be.
Stephen Fry grew up in nearby Timber Grove and recently shared some of his memories on social media, including shopping at what was a Foley's department store on this end of the mall.
My grandmother worked at Wicks and Sticks. My cousins worked at Chick-fil-A. I lived at the gold mine, which was the arcade.
Like others, Fry is sentimental about the mall's slow death, but somewhat optimistic that a high-speed rail project with a proposed terminal right here may be back on track. In a statement, Texas High-Speed Rail Holdings said in part, quote, removal of the Legacy Mall and adjacent structures on the 45-acre parcel is another step forward. Once approved, the project will create jobs and help drive important economic growth for Texas.
Demolition here is expected to take about a year, but critics believe this bullet train will never leave the station.
This high-speed rail project from day one never really made any sense.
Waller County Judge Trey Duhon is also president of Texans Against High-Speed Rail. He's not opposed to a bullet train to Dallas in theory, but has worked to protect property owners in this project's proposed path.
But every time you have somebody putting this kind of garbage out there, that affects their property values. That affects what they can do with their property.
Duhon says the tens of billions needed to pull the project off have failed to materialize through private or public partnerships, not to mention Amtrak pulling its support just last year.
It's time for this to be done.
So the future of a site generations of families enjoyed as a mall,
My hope all along was that they would turn it into the Gen X retirement home.
may still have other possibilities. In Northwest Houston, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
He said Gen X retirement?
Yes, he's speaking to me, and
man.
apparently he feels the same way I do. Can we just have a moment for the mall, Northwest Mall? Let me tell you, there was Joske's, then J.C. Penney, Lerner's, Walden Books. Oh my goodness!
It's from a person who worked in a mall.
And don't forget Piccadilly and the Dilly platter. I'm just saying, for Gen X who grew up
Mia's
mall
having a
rats, we
moment.
hold on to these things.
Mia's having a moment.
Just turn it all into housing for Gen X, and we'll just all move in together, and we'll be just fine.